Hi everyone, I'm Tracy, the Fresh Coast Stitcher, and today is Friday, January 10th. I normally record these on Thursdays. Sorry, I'm a day late, guys. Yesterday was a crazy day, and I just didn't get to it. So, you know, it's how life is sometimes. But so I have 183 subscribers. It's phenomenal. I can't believe it. It just every time I make a video and I see how many views I get, and I always end up getting at least 1 or 2 additional subscribers. It just blows my mind that you guys want to keep watching me talk about cross stitch every single week. But thank you to anybody new who has subscribed. I appreciate it. And to anybody who's back, welcome back. And I am thinking about doing some kind of fun giveaway for when I get to 200 subscribers. Thinking it might be 2 or 3 weeks from now if things keep going how they are. But share my videos, guys, and maybe more people will subscribe, and then we can do a giveaway sooner. I'm not sure what the giveaway is going to be yet. I have to figure that out still. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. Sorry, I keep looking down because I've got my notes over here. I didn't make notes last week, and my I feel like my video was a little bit scattered. So I made notes again this week, but now I keep looking at them. So my 2020 plans, you guys remember I'm doing one new start every month. So my new start for February, some of the stuff I already had, like I already had, quite a few patterns, and so mostly I just have to buy fabric and floss here and there, and some of them are even kits, so I don't have to buy something every single month, thank goodness. But I did need to buy something for February. So my February start is a Christmas stocking for La Croix, and it is a shepherd's bush pattern. I don't remember which one it's called, and I didn't write it down, but I ordered the pattern and the fabric off of 123 Stitch today, and so I'm excited for that to come. You guys, Amazon has spoiled me. I am so used to 1 or 2 day shipping that when I saw that the stuff from 123 Stitch wasn't going to be here for almost 2 weeks, I almost fell out of my chair. But it's okay. I can wait. I don't need it until February 1st. I just have to remember that 123 Stitch is not Amazon, and so I just have to pre-plan a little bit. But I ordered, I think, now I'm trying to remember, I should have wrote it down. I ordered, I think, Lugana fabric to stitch that on, so that'll be fun. That'll be the first time I've ever stitched on that. I've heard that it is similar to linen but easier because it's even weave, so I hope so, because I'm really struggling with the linen. But yeah, so that happened today. So I'll be ready for February 1st, and I don't know if you guys saw it on my Instagram or not, but I had a finish. My first finish of 2020 was Nautical Light, and here, it's not fully finished yet, but it's finished. I don't know if you can see it. So I love it. I love the way it turned out. When I first started stitching it, it was from a kit, and when I first started stitching it, I wasn't real sure how I felt about it. It was kind of one of those things where I've had the kit for a really long time, and I figured, you know, I might as well just stitch it. I needed more things to show for my videos. So I just started stitching it, and the more I stitched on it and the more it started to develop and turn into something, I really love it. So yeah, so I hope that by the time I record my video next week, my wonderful husband has it FFO'd for me, so then I'll be able to show you that. He's got some really cool ideas of what he wants to do with it to kind of keep it the nautical look. And I also had 2 new starts in the last week. Neither one of them were part of my original 2020 plans, but they're both sales, and I saw them and I had to do it. I just couldn't stop myself, even though I should have. I had to do it. So, Yuri's standing up here trying to say hi. Here, I'll show you guys. Come here, Yuri. Say hi. Here he is. He needs a haircut really bad. Say hi, Yuri. He's had an ear infection, and we took him back to the vet today for a follow-up, and he still has it a little bit. So he hasn't been to the groomer in a little while, and he needs to go. But that's my baby Yuri. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, sales. So I had to start them. The first one is the Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler 2020 sale. And sorry, I'm ordering my pile. So I already had a piece of fabric that would work for it. The pattern is free. It'll be linked down below. And so all I had to do is go get some floss, and you can, there's not like a color chart that comes with it. You pick whatever colors you want to use. So I'm just doing it monochromatic in, just a second, I'll tell you what color. In 924. It's kind of a greenish, bluish kind of a color. And this is, so it's a mystery sampler, so you get one piece of the pattern every month. And this is, sorry I folded it, but this is the first part of the pattern. And I'll show you how far I got. Not real far, but farther than I thought I would, being a weeknight and everything. So I got that much done. So that one's fun. It's nice because it only has one color, so it makes it really easy to take in the car, or you know, if I'm not going to be at home, to be able to stitch on that. And then the second one is the Suffrage Act sale that so many people are doing. Stitching with the Sisterlies, I think Michelle Bendy, Stitchy, and there's somebody else, and I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting who. Oh, Two Martini Stitcher. They kind of started this sale, but so many people jumped on board and are doing it. Pretty much everybody who I watch on Flosstube. Nick Stitches, I think Spunky Stitcher is doing it. 805 Stitcher's doing it. Gosh, who else? Pretty much everybody's doing this. So I had to do it too, of course. So let me show you. This finally, oh whoops, this is the wrong one. Holy moly. There it is. Sorry about that. Okay, take two. This is the one. So this is what it looks like. And if you want to order this, you can order it from the Fat Quarter Shop. I think I heard that they are making sure that they have enough patterns so that anybody who wants to stitch this can stitch it. And this is how far I got. I'm actually stitching it on 22 count Aida that I tea-dyed. My very first tea dye, and I love the way it turned out. So I started this one. Usually I do much bigger patterns and that are multiple pages. So usually when I start in the, I guess it'd be the upper left corner, and kind of either work my way across or work my way down depending on what the pattern is. But for this one I started in the middle. So you've probably seen other people stitching it and they started with actually the suffrage part, but I started in the middle with this star and kind of worked my way around on it. If you want to stitch this one, like I said, you can get the pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. The goal is to have it done by Election Day. I think it's November 20th. And if you are stitching it and you want to show progress, I think both on social media and on YouTube, if you hashtag it SWTS Suffrage, so hashtag SWTSSUFFRAGE, the wonderful ladies from Stitching with the Sisterlies are going to do a drawing every month for anybody who is stitching it for a $25 gift card. So that's amazing. So if you want to stitch that, you should jump on it and do it. It's super inexpensive. I bet I have less than $15 into this whole project. So it's very inexpensive. Next on my list are whips. So, you know, if you've been watching me for a while, you know, I have this rotation in how I do my stitching, and I'm a little bit OCD about it. But so my rotation got off. Normally I would just stitch a different project each day, and I actually have it in my calendar which one's getting stitched each day because that's how I roll. But so my rotation got thrown off because, one, I finished Nautical Light way before I thought I was going to, and two, I added in the Suffrage Act and the Linen and Threads sampler. So everything just got jostled around, and I just kind of started my rotation over. So not everything got worked on this week. I don't think I touched F is for Friend, and I don't think I did anything with what one? Maybe that was it. I guess that was the only one. Weird. Okay, whatever. So anyway, let's go through my whips. I don't even know what I got going on anymore. So I'm just gonna go through my pile here. The first one is Be Still. I finally worked on this one. Kind of worked out to my advantage that I didn't record yesterday, because I was able to work on this yesterday, or else I wouldn't have this to show either. But so that one is Be Still, and I'm just kind of working up here in this corner, and everything's probably still in the hoops too, guys, so it is what it is. I should have try doing this. This makes it easier to see stuff here. So that is, it's kind of a shadow, how far I've gotten on that. You really can't tell that I did anything last night because I'm working up here in this confetti. I usually just kind of start in this column, and whatever is the next color that needs to be done, I do that color and then just work my way across and fill in that color. So I did 2 colors last night, but like I said, you can't tell. I can't even tell what I did on this now, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All of this down here is black, so that'll go quick once I get there. So that one's Be Still. The next one in the pile is Camping at the Mountains, and if you guys remember, this is the one that I thought I would love stitching on, and I haven't loved stitching on. I love stitching on it now, you guys. I made some progress and kind of got out of the yellows, and it's feeling a little bit better now. So this is what it looks like, and this is where I'm at. So I got those cute little trees done and that little cloud. I don't know if you can see the cloud, it kind of blends in, but yeah, it feels better to kind of be out of that yellow. It was getting really, really tiresome, monotonous. The next one in the pile, I believe, is Grand Rapids Skyline. Yep. And this is that one. And it's been a while since I worked on this one. It was earlier in the week, last week. I think this is on the rotation to work on tonight, actually. But, oh, and I had to do some uncross stitching. You guys call it frogging, I call it uncross stitching. But, so let me get this where you can see it. A lot of fabric. So this is how far I am. I got all of this done. You can see where I had to pull that out because I was 1 stitch off in here somewhere, and I thought about leaving it and just trying to adjust it and make it work, and I don't know. If I was only working on this one and I wasn't switching through and like only touching this every 10 days now, I probably would have left it, but I feel like the way the stitch was off, I would have had to adjust everything moving down. And the fact that I only touch this a couple times a month now, and it's just going to get worse as I add in more into my rotation, I would forget and it would just cause problems later. So yeah, so I ripped out about 45 minutes worth of work. That was a good time. And then the next one is Persia. And I love this one, you guys. This is one of my favorite ones. I'm so glad that I listened to all of you and did not rip this out and start over. So glad. I love it. The only problem is that everything else that I stitch is 2 threads and this one is only 1 thread. So almost every single time I pick it up, my first 4 or 5 stitches are done with 2 threads. And then I have to rip them out and go back to 1 thread because I just forget. But this is what that one looks like, or this one looks like. And this one just stitches so fast. So fast. So that's how much I've done. This is hard to hold. I got all of this red down here done, and you can see what I have left to do. I just need to fill in the white spaces. I would be willing to bet that I am done with, that I finish the page that I'm on before we talk again, or I record again. We don't talk, you just listen to me. Except Joe, I don't remember your last name, but you had commented and said that you talk back to me. So that makes me really happy. I talk to the Flosstubers that I watch too, and like pretend like we're BFFs and stuff. So yeah, so talk right along. And the last one is my temperature chart. So I'm doing the Granny Square Quilt. Is that what it's called? Granny Square Quilt temperature chart. It's as a stitch along with the M&M stitchers, and my sister is doing it as well. I still haven't printed off the actual cover sheets to show you what it will look like, or what the idea of it is when it's done. Everybody's will actually look different because of the colors. But so this is where I'm at. You can see I still have the grid inside there to fill in, but just keep working at that. And you can see I haven't filled in today yet, but I'm filled into here, and it has been a really unseasonably warm winter for us here in Michigan. It was like 45 degrees today, and it's been raining. We've had some cold weather, but by cold I mean like mid to high 20s. Like last year by this time, I think we had already gone through 2 polar vortexes where the temperature was -0 for multiple days in a row. So this year has been really, really unseasonably warm, and we haven't had nearly as much snow as what we normally get, probably because of the warm weather. But we've really only had 2 really good snowfalls. Like we had one back in November, the day I left for California actually, so early December. And then we had the one last week, or whenever New Year's was. Was it last week? The week before? Whatever. New Year's Eve, we had snow too. But other than that, it's just been, if we got snow, it was just a dusting and it was gone in a day. So it's just really, really weird. And we are actually, I just got my low battery warning. We're gonna risk it and keep going. I'll just try to wrap this up here soon. We're under winter storm warning right now here in Michigan. It depends on where the weather system goes. We could either get like 2 to 3 inches of rain tonight, or it could turn into snow. There's one weather system coming through tonight that could dump a bunch of rain on us, because it's still in the 40s right now, and it is 7:30 at night. So yeah, the temperature is supposed to start dropping tomorrow, and then they're saying probably freezing rain, but we could get some snow too. So it's gonna be an interesting weekend, and sounds like I'm gonna be stuck at home with nothing to do but cross stitch. Got most of my cleaning done today, so that's pretty exciting. Pretty much the last thing I have is there are a ton. You guys have heard about the bushfires in Australia and how awful they are this year. And there are several people who have patterns for charity that you can buy, and the charity goes to the firefighters or other people in Australia who are trying to put out these fires or need help. And there's quite a few, but I will try to link all of the ones that I'm aware of down below, so that if you would like to contribute to that you can. But I also want to mention that while this is an amazing thing to raise money to do this, we have to do more, you guys. We have to. We all have to do our best to do the right things. We are literally killing our planet, and I don't know, it might be too late. I mean, all these fires, all these natural disasters that are happening that are much more extreme than they used to be, it's not just how it's supposed to be. It's because of the awful things that we've done to our planet. And we need to get this fixed, or start doing something much more than what we're doing now, because it's not enough. The idiot running our country and all the other world leaders need to get their heads out of their asses and figure some of this out, because that's the other thing. I mean, really, it doesn't matter how much we try to do as just citizens of wherever we are, but if our governments aren't doing their best to stop things from happening that are hurting our world, it's not going to matter. So while I love the fact that there are all these charity things and all these things that are happening right now, in all ways, I mean, anytime there's some kind of catastrophe or natural disaster, lots of people pull together and raise money for charity, and that's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. I support it 100%. But it's not enough. We need to do something to make it so that these things don't happen anymore to the extreme extent that they are in the first place. So I'll jump off my soapbox on that. I try not to talk about stuff like this on my videos, because I don't want to alienate anybody, or I don't know. I don't want anybody to feel bad about anything. But so I just tried to keep politics and religion off my videos, just like they should be kept out of discussion sometimes. But I was just really passionate about this, and I just needed to say something about it, because I love our planet and I want it to be around for a long, long time. So anyway, enough of that. Thank you for watching. Please comment and like, subscribe. I love all the interaction, so say things to me down below, comment, give me feedback. I don't even care if it's negative. I like constructive criticism. Anything that I can do to make these videos better, I'm all about it. I want it to be entertaining for you guys. And I have an Instagram if you want to go check it out. It is Fresh Coast Stitcher. I will link it down below. And in fact, all of the things that I've talked about will be linked below to the best of my ability. I think sometimes I miss things, but I'll do my best. So that is all. Have a fantastic weekend. Do a bunch of stitching and have an amazing week, and I love you guys.